Good morning, Wilson students and families. We are here today to celebrate our Read Across America Week. And part of this week is celebrating the value of reading in our lives. We read for many reasons, sometimes to learn something, sometimes to be entertained and use our imagination. But we know one thing, when we read or we read with others, our brains grow, we boost our creativity, and we become really successful as we grow. And just like we do with sports, reading takes practice. The first time we try to shoot a basket or throw that football, it doesn't always work. We have to practice. Same thing with reading. And right now, we're so proud of all of our students here who have been practicing and reading. And part of this week, we wouldn't have things to read unless we have people write stories for us. Boys and girls, do you remember what we call the people who write the stories? Illustrators and who? Who writes the stories? Do you remember? Yes, go ahead. And the authors, that's right. Without authors who write our stories and illustrators who make them come to life with pictures, they help us with our imagination, we don't have anything to read. Well, I want to tell you, when we read, sometimes we read by ourselves, we read with friends, sometimes people read to us. All of it's great. We have some authors here in our very own school. There are many of you that turned in some books to be judged for part of our Young Authors Contest. And Mrs. Grody has been coordinating all of that for us here at Wilson School. The children up here are the finalists for Wilson School. That means that their stories are going to be judged at the district level to then compete with all the other kids here in the Granite City School District. So we want to recognize our very own authors right here at Wilson School. Can you help me do that today? Yeah. Now, before we do this, I want to again introduce Mrs. Laura Grody, who is our coordinator for the Young Authors Program. And we also have our superintendent, Dr. Harris, here today, who is going to help recognize the students here and make sure they get their awards, get some pictures, okay? All right. So our first up, our first finalist here is a first grader in Mrs. Shaw's class, and her name is Vicki Chancellor. Our second winner is also a first grader, Cora Pointer from Miss Mather's class. Our third finalist is also a first grader, and his name is Mason Patterson from Mrs. Doris's class. Next, we have a second grader from Mrs. Smith's class, Thelonious Mueller. We have another second grader from Mrs. Grody's class, Bella Lance. Second grader from Miss Grody's class, Bailey Bartles. Second grader from Miss Kimball's class, Ivy Busby. Another second grader from Mrs. Kimball's class, Christian Escalette. And our last finalist from second grade, Miss Kimball's class, Emery Corazon. Awesome job, everyone. Oh, we can get 2 rows. Okay, pause for just a moment. We're going to get some pictures.
face. Yep, there you go. Okay, here we go. Look right here, guys. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Thank you.
You may have noticed that our crowd looks like a sea of green. In honor of Reading Across America Week, we are honoring the story Green Eggs and Ham, so we're all wearing green today. Tomorrow are sleep books, so don't forget to wear your pajamas tomorrow at school. But no slippers, we don't want to slip and fall, okay? Wear your tennis shoes. So in honor to keep celebrating Read Across America Week, and our authors that we have here at school, our title staff and part of our title program who helps our kids with reading and interventions and becoming the best they can, they are helping us practice, has arranged to have a very, very special guest reader today who's going to come in and entertain us with lots of stories and fun, okay? It'll be very exciting, so you'll have to listen to our guest reader, who I think may be coming down the hallway, right? Oh, I see our guest reader. Here we go. Here comes, welcome to Wilson School, the Cat in the Hat.
How are you all? Good. Well, we're going to do something really, really fun today. And you're going to learn a little Spanish. How many of you know Spanish? Woo! Look at that. Look at that. Okay. So I'm going to read my very favorite book called, what is it? The Cat in the Hat. Yes. And every time I say cat, you guys are going to go, gato. Gato. It's actually el gato, but we'll just let you say gato. That's cat in Spanish, okay? Now, when I say hat, what do you think the Spanish word for hat is? Sombrero. Woo, you've got a long one. So when I say the cat, in the hat. Sombrero. Can you remember that? Oh, no. Yes, well, we'll have the teachers and the adults that are over here. You help with that. Sombrero, okay? Sombrero. Say it again. Sombrero. And yours is gato. Okay. Some people know it all the way through. And since it's my favorite book, I love to read The Cat in the Hat. The sun did not shine. It was too wet to play. So he sat in the house all that cold, cold, wet day. I sat there with Sally. We sat there, we too. And I said, oh, how I wish we had something to do. Too wet to go out, too cold to play ball. So we sat in the house, we did nothing at all. Boring. So all we could do was to sit. And we did not like it, not one little bit. And then something went boop. How that bump made us jump. We looked, then we saw him step in on the mat. We looked and we saw him, we saw him, the cat, in the hat. Yes, you did it good. And said to us, "Why do you sit there like that?" I know it is wet and the sun is not sunny, but we have lots of good fun that is funny. I know some good games we could play, said the cat. I know some new tricks, said the cat. In the hat. A lot of good tricks, I will show them to you. Your mother will not mind if it's all that we do. Then Sally and I did not know what to say. Our mother was out of the house for the day. But our fish said, "No, no, make that cat go away. Tell that cat in the hat, you do not want to play. He should not be here. He should not be about. We should not be here when your mother is out. Now, have no fear, said the cat. My tricks are not bad, said the cat. And the hat. Why, we can have lots of good fun if you wish with a game that I call Up with a Fish. Put me down, said the fish. This is no fun at all. Put me down, said the fish. I do not wish to fall. Have no fear, said the cat. I will not let you fall. I will hold you up high as I stand on a ball with a book in one hand and a cup on my hat. But that is not all I can do, said the cat. Look at me now, said the cat. With a cup and a cake on top of my hat. Whoa, way up there. Oh, good, you got it. I can hold up 2 books. I can hold up the fish and a little toy ship and some milk on a dish. And look, I can hop up and down on the ball. But that is not all. Oh no, that is not all. Look at me now. It is fun to have fun, but you have to know how. I can hold up the cup and the milk and the cake. I can hold up these books and the fish on a rake. I can hold the toy ship and a little toy man. And look, with my tail, I can hold a red fan. I can fan with the fan as I hop on the ball, and that is not all. Oh no, that is not all. That is what the cat said. Then he fell on his head. He came down with a bump from up there on the ball. And Sally and I, we saw all the things fall. And our fish came down too. He fell into a pot. He said, "Do I like this? Oh no, I do not. This is not a good game," said our fish as he hit. "No, I do not like it, not one little bit." "Now look what you did," said the fish to the cat. "Now look at this house. Look at this. Look at that. You sank our toy ship, sank it deep into the cake. You shook up our house and you bent our new rake. You should not be here. When our mother is not, you get out of this house," said the fish in the pot. "But I like to be here. Oh, I like it a lot," said the cat. To the fish in the pot, "I will not go away. I do not wish to go." And so, said the cat. So, I will show you another good game that I know. And then he ran out, and then as fast as a fox, the cat came back in with a box. A big red wooden box. It was shut with a hook. "Now look at this trick," said the cat. "Take a look." Then he got up on top with the tip of his hat. I call this game Fun in a Box. Oh, good. I call this game Fun in a Box, said the cat. In this box are 2 things. I will show to you now. You will like these 2 things, said the cat. With a bow. I will pick up the hook. You will see something new. 2 things, and I call them thing 1 and thing 2. These things will not bite you. They want to have fun. Then out of the box came thing 2 and thing 1. And they ran to us fast. They said, how do you do? What would you like to shake hands with thing one and thing two? And Sally and I did not know what to do. So we had to shake hands with thing one and thing two. We shook their hands. With thing one and thing two, we shook their two hands, but our fish said, no, no, those things should not be in this house. Make them go. They should not be here when your mother is not. Put them out, said the fish in the pot. Oh, that fish. Have no fear, little fish, said the cat. These things are good things. And he gave them a pat. They are tame, oh so tame. They have come here to play. They will give you some fun on this wet, wet, wet day. Now here's a game that they like, said the cat. They like to fly cats. They like to fly kites, said the cat. No, no, not in the house, said the fish in the pot. They should not fly kites in the house. They should not. Oh, the things they will bump. Oh, the things they will hit. Oh, I do not like it, not one little bit. Then Sally and I saw them run down the hall. We saw those two things bump their kites on the wall. Bump, 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 down the wall in the hall. Thing two and thing one, they ran up, they ran down on the string of a kite. We saw Mother's new gown, her gown with the dots that are pink, white, and red. Then we saw one kite bump on the head of her bed. Then those things ran about with big bumps, jumps, and kicks, and with hops and big thumps. Oh, and all kinds of bad tricks. And I said, I do not like the way that they play. If Mother could see this, oh, what would she say? Then our fish said, look, look! And our fish shook with fear. Your mother is on her way home, do you hear? Oh, what will she do to us? What will she say? Oh, she will not like it to find us this way. Oh, so do something fast, said the fish, do you hear? I saw her, your mother is near. So as fast as you can, think of something to do. You will have to get rid of thing one and thing two. So as fast as I could, I went after my net. And I said, with my net, I can get them, I bet. I bet with my net, I can get those things yet. Then I let down my net. It came down with a plop. And I had them at last. Those two things had to stop. Then I said to the cat, now you do as I say. Oh, I was just having so much fun reading, I forgot. Now, you do as I say. You pack up those things and you take them away. Oh, dear, said the cat. You did not like our game. Oh, dear, what a shame, what a shame, what a shame. Then he shut up the things in the box with the hook, and the cat went away with a sad kind of look. That is good, said the fish. He has gone away, yes, but your mother will come. She will find this big mess. And this mess is so big and so deep and so tall. When you not pick it up, there's no way at all. And then, who was back in the house? Why, the cat. Have no fear of this mess, said the cat. I always pick up all my playthings, and so I will show you another good trick that I know. And we saw him pick up all the things that were down. He picked up the cake and the rake and the gown and the milk and the strings and the book and the dish and the fan and the cup and the ship and the fish. And he put them away. Then he said, that is that. And then he was gone with the tip of his hat.
Sombrero!
Then our mother came in and she said to us two, did you have fun? Tell me, what did you do? And Sally and I did not know what to say. Should we tell her the things that went on there that day? Should we tell her about it? Now, what should we do? Well, oh, what would you do if your mother asked you?
Mr. Rich, that is Bill.
What would you do if your mother asked you?
Tell
Tell the truth, that's always the best thing you do. I'll tell you what, you are the very best audience. Absolutely wonderful, said the cat. Thank you for letting me read to you today.
Mr. Rich,
like that story? I would like to thank all of our students. You were behaved so well. You were interacting with our reader. You were amazing second graders. I thought that maybe you guys were third graders already, the way you were handling yourself during this assembly. You were paying attention, you were being respectful. I appreciate that. Thank you for doing the Wilson way. And parents, thank you for coming and joining us, our parents online. We appreciate you. We appreciate your kids. Thank you for sending them to us each and every day so that we can teach them and love on them and send them back to you for the next day. All right, I'd like to thank at this time all of our readers for being here. Thank you, young authors and illustrators here at the school. We wish you the best of luck at the district assembly and contest, okay? All right, thank you very much.